All right, howdy. Another week, another day. Welcome to the 3P podcast. How we going, guys?
Good. How are you going?
Swell. We got Jakey over here, first time novice.
MC rapper in the building.
We're already going to have to adjust the volume on him. It's nuts. He literally just sat still over right into here, nice and loud for us all, and then rolls away like nothing ever happened.
No,
I
Jakey.
know who it is.
We should touch on. You do play basketball. I divided as like all age Division 7.
100%.
What basketball team do you support?
He doesn't have a
I
team.
actually don't follow a team. I actually
joking?
follow players. I love following players, but that's...
Give me your 5 favourite players.
Oh, 5. Can we narrow it down to 3?
Okay, 4.
Probably LeBron. Nah, LeBron's... I think it's ridiculous if no one says LeBron.
Yeah.
I think LeBron's great. Luka. I love Luka. Who would be my third? I actually don't know. Josh Giddey. Fuck it. You know what? Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey is the goat. I love that man.
We've got LeBron, Luka, and Josh Giddey.
Yeah. 100%.
Alright.
Aussie represent.
Fair enough.
Why not?
We're going to need you to pick a team, probably out west, just to support the basis of supporting
I
one.
love Dallas just because of Luka. I love watching him play. I don't love the team's way they play, but
Did you see someone described Luka as like a James Harden at Houston sort of
that's
vibe?
ridiculous.
Dribble.
Nah, that's ridiculous. I agree. He does dribble the ball a lot, but he does a lot more, I think, than James Harden.
Yeah,
I think, and he's so young. You can't compare James Harden. Like, he was so older then, too.
Yeah, I was looking at like James Harden's box scores from like the Houston Rockets in like 2017, 2018. I'm seeing like 60 point triple doubles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man, that James Harden was nuts.
Yeah,
Well, that's when he had free range, hey.
Yeah,
But hey.
he did.
It is. All right, let's get into the weekly
Wow.
Weekly wrap-up? Yeah, we'll go with that.
Weekly recap.
Weekly recap. That sounds better.
I think it's been an interesting week in the NBA. I think the biggest topic of discussion that's quite fresh is what that we saw LeBron out indefinitely.
Oh, mate, big hit for the Lakers. Absolute hit. They're already struggling with him. Now, what are they going to do without him?
Some could say playoffs for Lakers done. It's done now. It's a wrap.
They're pretty much just gifting their draft pick now.
Mhm.
It's going to be a good lottery pick to the Pelicans.
Yeah. We'll deep dive the Lakers in a little bit. What else has happened this week? I know the Knicks, as a Knicks fan, 5-0 recently.
Mate, your Knicks team, they're on the up. Today, beat the Celtics.
6-game win streak.
Yeah, 6 games. Let's go.
Mate, amazing. They were all over the Celtics. Tatum got so frustrated, he got himself ejected. 2 technicals, out, done.
Yeah. I describe the Knicks team as a very honest, working hard team.
Oh,
We've got no big flashy name.
Oh,
Julius
100%.
Randle was our all-star.
Julius
Jalen
Randle's
Brunson
pretty
could have
tough,
been.
though.
Yeah, Brunson could have been an all-star, but we've not got anyone where you go, wow, that's like an MVP
I
candidate.
still think the Knicks suck for some reason, but I know they don't. I still think in my head they're not even in playoff contention.
It's easy to call a team bad when you don't support one.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Who do I say sucks for you? Josh Giddey. Yeah, he's shit.
Josh Giddey's the GOAT. You can't disrespect that man. That man is such a hype man.
Hit the bowling. Get off his.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking beat you out of this weekend. Don't make me do it.
Oh, man. What else happened this week? Oh, second highest ever scoring game in NBA history. Kings versus Clippers.
Yes.
Double overtime.
We watched that
Amazing
game. Quick shout out to Russell Westbrook for playing quite decent for the Clippers.
How's he play?
Let me get the stats up for you. It was his first game with a new team. Quite good.
It was a triple-double, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was 17, 14,
Let
and
me get it.
it could have been 8.
Who was it again? So when was it?
I just saw the rumors. I was saying that he looks a lot happier there. That's all I saw.
Well, that's what he was saying. He just wants to be at a place where he feels needed.
Yeah.
17 points, 5 rebounds, 14 assists. 7 turnovers. Now, I watched that game with you, Will.
Yeah.
3 of those turnovers was just trying to find Mason Plumlee in the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his first game
Yeah.
there, man.
What
the
do you
connection
expect?
there's not there, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I think watching it though is the environment and the happiness. Like I said last week, he's going to come back and it's danger time. Now the Lakers are out of the playoffs pretty much. Russ got put as the scapegoat only for LeBron to get injured. Playoff chances are now done.
Yeah.
He's now got a chance to win a ring with the Clippers. Happy days.
I mean, Russ shot 53% from the field.
Stunning.
That's all you need.
What more do you want from your third option?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did foul out.
Is he a third option there?
He is. He's behind Paul George and Kawhi.
Yeah.
He has to be the third option.
You know what? On a standard night, he's probably the second option because one of them's going to be out.
Yeah.
Most games.
But also, he did foul out, but it was double overtime.
Of course,
in which he
someone's
fouled
got
out.
it.
Yeah.
At what point when you're playing double overtime, everyone starts to foul out and just before you know
both him and Sabonis fouled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is he starting
Sabonis
that game?
struggled.
Yeah, he starts for them. So he's their starting point guard.
Interesting.
played 39 minutes.
Yeah, because they've got Paul George, Kawhi. Paul George trusts Russell Westbrook better than most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sort of said that connection thing. It's pretty big. Anyway.
But then you've also got a big historic night for a certain individual.
Oh, mate.
Damian Lillard dropping 71 points.
Yep. My favourite
Career
player.
high.
My favourite player in the NBA. He shot 38 times, I'm pretty sure. The rest of the team shot 39.
Such a top 75 player, I reckon.
Yeah. That's why.
What do you got to say about him, Chris? You proud of your player?
We're going to spend a lot more time on him in a bit, so we'll just keep going with what else is happening.
Stay tuned
and
for
we'll
him.
come back for it.
This is Chris on Dame.
Jesus Christ. Gotta censor that one out.
Oh, another thing that
You
happened.
were like that with Ben 2 hours ago.
Ben?
Simmons.
2 hours ago? Mate, 2 hours ago I was in a meeting.
Yeah, but you're always thinking about how great that man is.
Oh, I wish he was.
So do I.
Oh, my goodness. Another good overtime win last week was Utah over OKC. That went into overtime. Impressive. The reason I think it was impressive is because the coach put a lot of faith in Kessler
Yeah.
to play some big minutes,
Yeah.
massive blocks,
No.
good scoring inside, get the game to overtime. And then I think he had like 3 blocks in overtime.
Now let me just check something because I'm
Is
pretty
Kessler
sure.
a shooter? That's the only thing I don't know.
No,
He can't shoot.
He has no jump shot.
Okay, cool.
Everything is interior.
Yeah, I thought as much. I just
He is a
think-
rookie. A
I'm
lot of
just thinking
centers can't
2K,
shoot.
ain't gonna lie. Every 2K card coming out making me think that every center can shoot in this league.
2K cards are stupid.
That's
None of
true.
them are
That
accurate.
is true.
In the game, Kessler got 7 points,
Yeah, but how many blocks?
7 blocks.
How many rebounds?
That's pretty tough.
18 is a
7
good-
blocks
yeah.
is pretty
18,
tough.
Yeah,
18
yeah.
rebounds, 7 blocks.
Can I ask
We're
one
also
question?
talking about OKC here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not pointing out Laurie Markin put up 43 and 10.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
my other
that's
player.
true.
That's what
Well,
he
okay,
the two of
I
them
just-
stood out. The two of them were
I've
like
got a challenge for
standouts.
us. Now, this is going to be a challenge for the rest of this podcast. We do not big up players we own in fantasy.
Except for Josh Giddey, because that means does he represent.
I don't need to represent Dame because 2 others in the room will.
Okay. So, Will, you've got a Walker Kessler ban. I'll keep my mouth shut about no one because my team's dog shit.
And I can talk about anyone. It's all facts.
No Josh Giddey talk.
Nah, but we want to hear about Giddy
It's
though.
an Australian podcast. It's ridiculous to say shit like that.
I'm not going to lie. I think that laughing track might be on Fraud Watch.
100%.
I was really confused on what happened.
I thought someone broke it.
Right, what else has happened this week?
Oh, Miami struggles. It seems
Yeah,
to be
I'm
a
not going to lie.
constant thing.
So, Chris and Will are Miami fans, because I don't remember. You're in the mud
Oh,
Big win today.
yeah,
Against
massive
against
win
who?
today against Philly. Against Philly.
against Philly.
1 point, Philly in Philadelphia.
Wow.
Jimmy Butler with the clutch bucket to
Yeah.
win the game or
Yeah.
seal it basically.
Yeah.
So that was the nice for the
Where are
go-ahead
Miami
bucket.
coming right now?
Oh, 7th.
They're going to be a playing team at best.
No,
Yeah.
Nets are going to slide down. We're going to take their spot. We're good.
Nets-
Yeah,
we're
but
one game behind the Nets really.
this is my only thing. Nets slide down. I put money on the Hawks going up.
Hawks are going down for sure.
Hawks are going down?
Yep, for sure.
New
There's no
coach
way
come-
they're climbing. They're not doing better than 8th seed, guarantee it. You might have predicted them as the number 1 seed in the off season, and that
I
was
can't
wild.
believe that. Yeah, that
But-
is a wild call.
They're going 8th seed. They're not
I
climbing
thought-
higher.
Okay.
I think the Toronto Raptors go above them.
Really?
I don't know about Toronto Raptors.
Miami
I never
climbed-
watched them play.
Miami
but
climb to 6. Raptors go up to 7. Hawks stay at 8.
I feel like Raptors are a weird team. Like I feel like
Yeah,
they're
but
not meant to be
have
good,
you
but
seen
they're
how good
but-
Jakob Poeltl is playing right now? He is playing incredibly well at the Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They've needed a center that can just absolutely rebound the ball. Siakam, as good as he is, he's not a dominant center.
No. You watch
Bringing
them
that
say
guy in, they are going to move into those top
here's
sections.
a question, though. The Heat are 1-4 in the last 5
Yeah.
with losses to the Hornets,
Yeah.
30-point loss to the Bucks, a loss to the dodgy Brooklyn Nets, and the Nuggets. Your last one before that was the Orlando Magic in
Yeah.
overtime.
But no, we're not looking impressive. And that was even, that was a tough game.
Because then here's my question is, we say about the Hawks, we'll soon know because on March the 5th, you've got the Hawks. 2 days later, you've got the Hawks again. If you don't win
We'll
those
see.
two,
They should.
if you don't win those 2 games, I think the Hawks.
The Hawks seem to be a really tough team to verse against Miami.
Yeah, I don't think you. They're a weird team, man.
Well, the other part on the Hawks, brand new coach bringing in.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
The whole thing is, Quinn Snyder has always been a coach known for his defense. I don't know how that's going to mix up well with Trey, because we all know Trey don't play defense.
Yeah, but then
Tries to.
it puts me on my question
It
of
just doesn't.
Yeah.
How's that going to go? The team, like Trey, literally got rid of the last coach essentially because he didn't fit well with the team.
yeah.
The system wasn't made for him, so he went, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah,
that coach can go.
But then
Next one in.
Nate McMillan never played young guys. There's a long history of him just letting his rookies sit there. Look at Cam Reddish. They had him on the bench. Yep. Didn't play him. Traded him to the Knicks, who didn't play him.
Well, they barely played AJ Griffin all season as well.
And he's good.
He's a good. I like AJ Griffin. Watching him in college, I always liked him. Like in that Final Four.
He was good at Duke.
Yeah, he's impressive.
He was really good, and he's pretty solid too. So
I remember you telling me to draft him when we did our rookie kit.
I told you to.
I liked him. I really liked him. I thought he was going to go higher. I really did.
Yeah, I went Duran over him and then traded him off as a bad option.
But my other question with Miami is, when's Jimmy Butler's next random injury coming?
Well,
because it comes, right? Like we've all seen it. He just randomly has like a week where he's just out.
He's already had 2 of them this year. He doesn't need another.
He doesn't need it. When no one needs injury.
But the problem is, it's coming in the finals.
Yeah,
not finals, but playoffs. Round 1, we're getting bounced without a doubt.
Playing.
We're not making. We're going to be above playing.
We're above playing.
You think you're above playing?
Yes,
you really think you're above the 7 seed?
Yes.
We are 6 seed right now. We know Brooklyn's fallen out for sure. We're above the rest.
We will sneak our way into 6.
What's your next topic? I've had enough.
The other thing to touch on was the Quinn Snyder, and I think that was about it. But do we want to go back to LeBron?
Oh, what about Pat Bev in Chicago?
Yeah, quick ride or die for Pat Bev. They've held their teams to under 90 in his 2 games since he started there. We just like that because we like Pat Bev.
I do like Pat.
So that's all. Moving on.
We like a little hound dog.
He should help them get into the play-in. That's their ceiling really this year.
That's who you're playing the first play-in. Now, the biggest topic from the news recently is LeBron being out. I think, would have been the first few episodes, Chris, where I said to you, I do think that the Pelicans are going to end up with Victor.
I reckon that too. As soon as you said that comment, I reckon it's the biggest facts ever.
And the reason being,
I reckon some bullshit will happen.
The reason being, the Lakers pick is going to slowly drop and drop and drop, and the Pelicans are going to sit there with a high, like they'll get like an 8% chance of getting him. Bang.
If the Pels get another first round pick in the what? When was Zion? Zion
2019.
Another first round pick within 5 years, mate.
Well, the whole Zion pick itself was the year that Adam Silver came out going, we're pretty much trying to stop tanking.
Yeah.
And that's when they brought in the whole percentage changes. It wasn't no longer worst gets first pick. It's, the bottom 5, bottom 14 all have a shot, but it's more than likely the bottom 4, which was the first year that the 6th worst team jumped to the 1.
They were the 7th.
7th.
So this is what was juicy about it. The 7th team, they got the first pick, was the Pelicans. The team that got the second pick was the Memphis Grizzlies. They finished 8th worst. And I'm just telling you, it can happen where there's a world in which Mr. Wembanyama falls in there, goes. Imagine that. Imagine if you're a team and you go, who are we playing this week? Oh, the Pelicans. All right. But what's our game plan for Zion?
Yeah.
All right. What's our game plan for Victor? Brandon Ingram. Fuck. CJ McCollum. What do we do? Herb Jones. Imagine that.
Because ultimately, like players like Victor are going to play on teams like that because they're going to bring players along.
Yeah.
So like to put him there from the get go as a rookie, I think it's like so much better because at least they learn how to like I'm not the only option here. Let's kick it out, or play on. Like I feel like that in itself makes him a better player. But then like if he goes to someone like Spurs, he's just got free reign. He'll do whatever he wants. I can do whatever. I'm the best option here. I can do what I want.
It's kind of like Paolo Orlando.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the number 1. But then I've said it's interesting watching Keegan Murray at Sacramento, as he's like the 4th, 5th option on that team.
Yeah.
But he's a rookie starting in a playoff team. Great experience. But for the Lakers, what I find ironic is their playoff chances now, we know, done.
Unfortunately, I actually kind of like their pickups as well.
Yeah.
We don't know the full news on LeBron. He could still come back earlier than we expect. We don't really know the depth of it.
They've announced it to be an indefinite amount of time. And when you watch the video, when he supposedly did the injury, he's there saying, I heard it pop, I heard it pop.
Yeah. Because
so he wasn't sure what popped. He was just grimacing in pain. And now they're saying it's a foot injury. So at least it's a foot injury. But we've all seen how long foot injuries can keep people out. Zion with a foot injury, Chet with a foot injury. Who else lately has had a foot injury that has been ruled out?
I don't want to rule them out completely because they're only 1 game from being the 8th seed. That's where I can't rule them out completely. They've just brought in a new squad. D'Lo's playing great. AD's back and healthy. There is a realm where they do sit in between 10 and 7 and do still LeBron gets back nice enough and early enough. They do have a shot.
I think they'd be better. I agree, because I think if you get a team like that, LeBron's out, and they actually develop and become a really solid team, and then you go, all right, LeBron's better now. Let's put him back in.
They are 2 wins behind.
That is a
Golden
tough
State.
team.
Let's just go over the next games, and we'll see if we're going to win any. Grizzlies, no. Thunder, I don't think they're beating the Thunder team. I don't.
I feel like
I think they will.
AD
was too mad during the celebration game to lose against them again.
My question is how much can you rely on AD in these moments?
At the same time, I think
got
Thunder's trying to
it's
lose.
basketball, man. Like,
Do we think Thunder's
You
trying to
can't
win? They're rested Chet for the whole year.
it's so hard to say. Like,
If that's the thing, if Thunder win, they're only 1 win behind Lakers. They don't want to jump over them. They want the favourite pick. Literally, Lakers are trying to make playoffs. Thunder isn't. Thunder should be trying to lose that game. That I guarantee you, everyone's gonna be sitting there going, Lakers are gonna screw this one over. Sorry, Shea's not playing. And there we go. Okay, Lakers can win that one.
because it's basketball, man. Like, you can't say Memphis are gonna lose because it just takes one bad game for like Ja Morant or Jaren Jackson to just fuck up completely, and then
it's too long left.
There's
just
Jared
20
Vanderbilt
games
to play really well. Like, it's so hard to say that. Okay, that's a win.
Yeah, I just guess like watching the Lakers these last few games, there's been some heroics coming off, and even before the All-Star game, there was reports of LeBron having an injury. There was reports of LeBron carrying a foot injury and playing through it, and the head coach was like, "Well, what do I do? If I don't play him, I don't win."
Yeah,
it'd be interesting if you looked up the Lakers plus like wins losses with LeBron on the court.
It's atrocious.
It's a landslide. Like if you looked at like the plus minus with LeBron without LeBron, come on, he's one of the best ever.
100%.
So you remove him in there. Am I confident they make it to the official first round of the playoffs? No.
The other issue they had as well. So they just got D'Lo playing well, but now D'Lo did his ankle last game.
Yeah.
So that's
like
another
that would
player
not help
out.
them at all.
Yeah, it's not helping them.
If D'Lo was there, you know what? He could take a step up and he could be that extra man.
He could get them a win or two in the time period.
That's exactly right.
The issue is it's an indefinite period, so you don't know, and it's not looking.
And if Anthony Davis actually becomes the player he should be.
If he plays like he was at the beginning of the season, I would comfortably say they'll make play-in.
I wish he was. Such a good player.
Yeah. He's a stunner of a player. As long as he's healthy. We can all agree on that.
Too, man.
It's just it seems like
shot selection sometimes.
This season, Lakers are 5-9 without LeBron. That's not as bad as we expect.
No. But look at you got to go to the plus minus when on court and off court.
Yeah.
That says it all.
The workload that he's doing in year 20 is a joke.
It's the best. It's not even a joke. It's such an accomplishment. Far out.
Yeah, like there's no one that compares to that level of just carrying the workload.
And at that age, it's like I said, it's crazy.
It's like, yes, they've got D'Lo, who obviously is a better traditional point guard than what they previously had.
Definitely.
At this time in their careers. But then my question is that going to be enough? Like, I think there's some teams in the West that will be out there for the throat. Teams know that they want to ruin their chance of the playoffs.
Of course.
Yeah. What else has been happening?
While we're on injury, LaMelo out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that came out.
That came out today.
Yeah, he was
non-contact injury.
Yeah,
I love LaMelo watching that
ankle
play.
injury.
Such a shame,
just
man.
on like a little dribble. He was just shimmying a little bit and it just twisted. I think with one of those ones, if you're the Hornets, okay, ankle injury, we go, he's out. Okay, do we want to win at this point in the season? No, LaMelo, you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not bringing you back for...
They're the 14th seed.
Yeah, we're not bringing you back for 20 games for nothing. Just done. See you next season.
Yeah, exactly
sit him down.
See you next season. You can... really random brain moment. You know Brandon Miller, who's one of the future top 5 draft prospects this upcoming draft?
I reckon he goes third.
Yeah, I don't reckon he goes to the NBA probably because he is linked with a homicide case.
Oh,
he gave his teammate a gun that was used in a murder. Fun fact.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, truth. Why do I always come with these random
another waste?
Yeah, we don't know. Obviously, it's a court case, and you know when they do like the starting 5 announcements. Do you know what his announcement intro thing was?
What?
A body pat.
Nah.
Like, I'm not joking. He got up there and his teammate was like,
that's rough. Why would you do that shit, man? It just doesn't help
and
your case.
It's funny.
I'm pretty sure they've got proof that he gave the gun that was used for a murder. Sorry, that just randomly came to my mind when we were talking about top 5 picks.
Man. No, it is interesting.
Yeah, now I want to just look at the camera and I'll say congratulations to Damian Lillard for 71 points.
Words I never thought I'd hear you say.
No, I've told you, I picked him to win the 3-point
He probably
contest.
thought he'd never say that. He didn't expect Dame to ever drop 71.
No. I told you he'd win the 3-point contest.
Yeah, we
I said it.
Yeah, but that's different.
Mate, that's half of his career awards. Don't mock them.
Come on.
Don't mock them.
Come on, man.
Rookie of the year.
Give him his flowers.
I
Joe.
am.
Give him
Joe,
his flowers.
just quickly.
Remember we said you're banned from talking about him.
No. This bullshit.
Not even to do.
Josh Giddey's the best.
How many players in the entire NBA history have dropped more than 70 points?
I can name them for you if you want.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe, Donovan Mitchell, and then 70 Devin Booker.
There's been 8. Damian's one of them.
Who else?
Wait, didn't Mitchell get 71 as well?
Yeah, I said Mitchell. Mitchell, Booker.
Yeah,
Booker 70. Kobe.
Booker 70.
Kobe, Wilt Chamberlain did it a few times, so did Kobe.
David Robinson.
Okay.
Elgin Baylor.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Michael. No. Elgin Baylor. So Booker, Wilt, Dame, Donovan, David Robinson, Elgin Baylor, David Thompson, and Kobe.
Yeah. Interesting. How many of them were back in the day? David Thompson doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, that's David Robinson.
David Thompson was 1978 against the Denver Nuggets.
Wait, you say David Robinson or David Thompson?
Both.
Oh, stunning.
David Robinson,
David Robinson's the Admiral.
Yeah, no.
San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
He was
When
nuts.
Jakey was like, "Who's David Robinson?" I just went,
Was that the game? Actually, the David Robinson game, I'm pretty sure that was the game where he was going for the scoring title at the end of the season. They just fed him the ball because he was going against Shaq for the scoring title. So they just fed him the ball. They're like, go for it. Just fucking go for it.
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in April, so that's late in the season.
I'm pretty sure they just went. He needed like a big scoring game, and they just kept pumping him the ball in the post.
You know what makes me always think about how dominant Shaq was when he made David Robinson look small.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a big man.
Yeah,
Mate,
He's a very
when
big man.
Shaq just fucking pummeled him and dunked it on David Robinson, I was like, no one else has hope.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
If he does that to David, mate, nah.
I mean, but let's not be past the point. Damian Lillard, awesome game.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, shooting 13 threes, man. Like, if you can't respect that, I don't know.
No. What do you think of him taking almost 50% of the team's shots?
Fuck, if you're hot, you're hot. Are you
He
kidding
scored
me?
more than 50% of the team's points.
It's the NBA.
You have to shoot more than half of their
That's
shots.
it. But it's NBA. We're talking about ISO ball. Like, that's basically what a lot of the league is. It is a lot of ISO ball. There are players and they do get good shots from players, but it's just a lot of one-on-one ISO ball. And fuck, Damian's like one of the toughest people for that. If he's shooting that well, I'd fucking be like, dude, just play all game. Do what you want. Give a fuck.
He
And
shot.
that's 71 points with only 14 free throws.
What was his?
That in itself is impressive.
What was the shooting
14
percentage?
free throws is still a lot.
He hit 28 from 30, 22 from 38.
That's still, man, that's a good. I don't know what that percentage
It's over
is.
50%.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say it seems like a good clip.
57%.
That's a great clip.
Yeah,
Are
you
kidding me?
would
The
keep
best
feeding
of the best barely shoot that on a night.
Yeah,
But did he only get that because he's the only one on the team that has the opportunity?
thank you.
Potentially.
That was my only question. That was my only question with it. If you played in a comp and I pumped you 40 shots, what are you getting?
Oh, I don't know. It depends. I mean, if I'm on, I'm on.
If you're
but
on,
if
you're-
I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I know.
if you're on, my only thing was,
But
was like,
take it from the Trailblazers' perspective. Are they trying to make the playoffs? Yes. Do you want the ball in Dame's hand? 100%.
are they playing the Houston Rockets with the two best guards out? Yes.
But does their win percentage matter? 100%. Do they need to win big
exactly.
leagues?
But because
They need to
Rockets-
win by a larger margin to jump over teams because it's such a close
But
gap.
it doesn't even matter about margins. Like this is what go back to. It's the NBA. Like Rockets could rock up with fucking I don't even know who's on their team.
Jalen Green,
Yeah, Jalen
Sengun.
Green
Injured.
could play like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
It's the NBA. Like easy teams aren't easy teams. Like it always looks like that,
Yeah.
but they aren't. Like and that's what
Everyone
I mean.
in the NBA has
Exactly.
talent.
It's a tough league, and you can't say that. Oh, Damian Lillard should just take it easy, but because it's not. Like you should fucking try and drop 70 every game.
No, that's why I looked in the camera and I said, "Well done." Now we can move on from this.
God.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm joking.
I'm very like.
I'm revving you up. No,
Am I critical of him to a fault? Yeah.
I do agree with the 75 thing. I can understand.
Yeah. That's my only.
That's your best
But
point you
that's
have.
it.
Everything else is ridiculous.
What's your best point for him being in the team? He scored 71 points
in
one
the
time.
team, that's a rough one.
In the top 75.
Sure,
Look,
71,
I don't
think
have
should be in
major
the
points
team.
for him to be in because there's plenty of guys that missed out.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm saying I do agree with you on that. There is plenty of guys that could have been in there.
That weeked me out.
But there's also plenty of other guys in that list of 75 that I've never heard of. And that may be because I'm not existed and watched the 50s basketball,
I don't think
and you can't remove them because they killed it in their era.
Yeah.
But if I don't know of them, completely even heard their name, surely there's an argument to go, does anybody else know them?
I'd put that on lack of ball knowledge.
No.
Because ultimately...
I mean, come on. Like, we don't know some people from the 70s, and you can't bullshit me to...
No, because what they did is with this 75 team, there was actually the 50 team that they did in the 90s, that stayed the same. They just added 25 players to it. So from the 90s to now, they added 25 players in.
All right.
And all I'm saying is from the 90s...
So they never took any...
No, they didn't take anyone out from the previous 50. So the 50 team was done in like 90... What would it have been?
Well, even then, I think that's on Fraud Watch.
So they've
dropped some of them.
So essentially, they've named the top 25 of our generation.
Yes,
current
from
generation.
the 90s to now.
Yeah.
So what they did is, and there was issues with that.
There are so many better players now than there used to be.
Yeah, but the thing
if you're going to add 25 per era, there is way more better in our 25 than every other one.
But if it wasn't for the likes of Hakeem Olajuwon and those that
but you're talking about the best of those eras. Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the best players all time.
Yeah, but then you've got... my only thing is they kept that 50 intact, which I think, you know what, history's history.
No, I agree.
History's history.
The game was different.
And if they say, okay, different game.
Different.
Obviously, if you put LeBron James in the fucking 50s, he'd dominate. But that's why I was like, okay, you leave that chapter in history closed. New chapter, 25 years. Who do we add in? Yeah, and that was my only thing is...
I agree. I don't think Damian Lillard should be in there.
Yes. And
I think he's close to it, but he just doesn't have the resume to.
And that's the thing. There's no.
That's the only part.
Yeah. No, and that's my thing. Is like, and I've said
if
it.
We're talking about like toughest guys to get a bucket.
He's up
Lillard's on that list.
Resume wise.
Yeah.
But exactly right.
Yeah. Now, we'll move on. Now, one thing I did want to bring up that we don't actually have on there is the Phoenix Suns at the moment. Have you seen they're on a Make-A-Wish thing with buyout markets? Has anyone seen it?
No, I haven't. I've missed it.
So the Phoenix Suns. So they're trying to... rumours of Carmelo Anthony getting offered a buy...
oh, look, I'll be happy if Melo comes back.
Carmelo Anthony, you ready? Better ones.
Yeah, who else?
Trying to get Derrick Rose in.
Wait, Derrick Rose is at the Knicks?
At the Knicks, yes. His agent requested a buyout this Arvo.
Really?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Fun fact.
He just got chanted to come onto the court.
You know why he got chanted?
Why?
Because they barely played him.
Oh, so they're trying to be like,
not
we
playing.
want you to stay.
The thing is,
stay.
Tom Thibodeau and Derrick Rose get on incredibly well. And it's kind of like Derrick Rose is there. At this point, this Knicks team, it's a winning team. It's a playoff-bound team.
Yeah.
And he needs a player like Derrick Rose there to be the guidance to these young guys, like the RJ Barretts. Sure. Who else we got? Like Emmanuel Quickly. Like, hey, learn from me.
Mate, talking about Quickly and Barrett. Quickly is now in talks to be sixth man of the year, and Barrett had an astonishing game.
Yeah.
Your team's on the up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So that's why for the Suns, they go, well, we can get Derrick Rose. Like, who can we get to fill out this bench at a bit more depth?
Because they're struggling with right now.
Because they got KD, but they also got TJ Warren in that trade. Yeah. But that's a good player for like 10, 15 minutes.
No, I agree.
Nothing crazy.
I mean,
10
it
minutes.
looks like he was putting up okay numbers in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how well he's playing.
They just need, and I call it 10-minute rotation players.
Yeah.
Someone who can give them 10, 15 minutes.
Definitely.
You look at Carmelo Anthony. He can go on and get you 10 points in the game.
Ooh.
Easily. Yeah, easily.
Maybe not now.
But if you're there, you ready?
No.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, fucking Josh Okogie, and you just have Carmelo in the conflict. Hey, Carmelo, your job is just to stand on the 3-point line.
With players like Carmelo is like, because they've still got that big brand name.
Of course.
You think they're still going to get 10 and 15 for you, but I still
You bring him in to sell tickets. Teams make money on your cover.
That, 100%.
That's why you bring him. You don't bring him there to get you 10.
I agree. I personally don't think I'd bring him there to get 10. I don't think he's a 10-point.
I view it as like if you had him as like your backup's backup.
He's a 50-point player on me defending him though.
Hey, he's a 50-point defender on half of the G League. Not even half, the entire G League.
My whole thing is
Scoot's
like
nothing on him.
The Phoenix Suns have just gone, okay, who can we get on a cheap contract that also, like, if they got a ring, it'd be if Derrick Rose got a ring, tell me you wouldn't be happy for him.
Oh, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
Bring Dame over.
Buy Dame out.
Buy him out, then we'll shut up Joe.
Derrick Rose is going to get that ring.
If
Derrick Rose gets a ring, I'll be so happy.
If you got Derrick Rose and Carmelo Anthony a ring, whilst Chris Paul was getting one at the same time, Devin Booker, you've got your career to come. DeAndre Ayton, you've got your career to come. I forgot DeAndre fucking Ayton. literally, if you just have those 4 and just put anyone else on that court, you're chilling. But I do hope Derrick Rose goes there. Someone like that would be awesome.
If he gets a ring, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Alrighty, so one game we wanted to touch on was a game that we watched together, Will. And to say that I was baffled watching this game, I don't know. It just reminded me of a bit of a circus act at a certain point. Now, do you have the final score from the Clippers versus Kings game?
Yes. So the final score was 176 to 175. This is a score that you'd probably get from an all-star game. You know what I mean? Like there's just unlimited shooting going on, probably no defense. But when you watch the game, mate, they're actually playing defense.
Yeah. So you got a new look Clippers.
Not amazing defense.
I didn't see
obviously.
much defense being played at all.
It wasn't amazing defense, obviously, but they were making hard shots.
Yeah. Like you saw a new look Clippers versus an established Kings. So the ones that's what you've got with the Kings, De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk, college teammates. And I don't know what it is. Whenever you pair up people who are college teammates, we'll touch on later when we get to the Knicks.
Of course we will.
Yeah.
But but when I watch it, you just go, this Malik Monk guy, some nights he can light you for 40 and you don't even know what, you can't stop him. He's like a J.R. Smith character. Yeah, some nights, when he's hot, you just feed him the ball and you continue on with your merry way because he just lights up the other team. Then you've got the Clippers. I don't know, what do you think about the Clippers situation, Jakey?
I don't know, it's tough because, like, I mean, we've been expecting this Clippers team to be so good for so long. Like when do we stop and go, are they really it? Or are we just going to keep going, fuck, they're meant to be the first seed. They're meant to be the first seed.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, how long does a team need to, like, have that reputation to be like, you know what, they're not that way. But it is hard because you got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Then they had some recent pickups. I can't think of the top of my head.
Mason Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee's a good pickup.
They brought in
like
Eric
that.
Gordon from the Rockets.
Eric Gordon, like they're doing
Russell
things
Westbrook.
to be competitive.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say they're not in that contention to be a good team.
Yeah.
But, like, yet again, are they going to be that team?
I think
like, it's so crazy to keep thinking that.
You've got an active owner who's actually trying to make stuff happen.
It's good.
He's gone, we've tried John Wall, Reggie Jackson, didn't work.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll move on.
It's funny because I just went back to when we predicted our standings.
Yeah.
I had Clippers as the number 1 seed, and my reason was we're yet to see Kawhi and Paul George play a full season together. And now with John Wall in the team, they're my favourite to come out of the West.
Yeah. And what are they sitting at now?
Right now,
I think 4th or 5th seed it'll be.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean by, like, a team that's meant to be this and that.
I low-key just want them to win just because I want to see
Right now,
what their
5th seed.
owner will do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly
I want to see the
right.
excitement from this owner because he just loves basketball.
100%.
There's a
I don't
highlight.
think that's such an important thing.
There was a highlight of Russell Westbrook at OKC dunking on his team, and he was just like mind blown.
Yeah.
He was like,
And that's
"Holy
cool.
crap!"
That's cool
there
to
is like
see.
a 10-minute clip of just his reactions to everything.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
entertaining and it's wholesome because you know
Yeah.
he's so driven.
Yeah, that's
in
exactly
this game.
right.
But also, he's doing a lot to try and take the Clippers out from under the Lakers' shadows, like building a new arena.
Oh, exactly.
He's bought
And
a
that's a
arena.
tough thing to do.
He was like, all right, I'm going to buy a whole arena. We're going to knock it down and build our own, just so we're not the basement team, effectively.
Definitely. Oh,
That's what they were.
Yeah.
Like, if you're literally trying to hide the other team's establishment,
Yeah.
like, you would go there and they would have to bring down the reins of the other teams. Like,
They put a
players.
cover over the Lakers banners and just move
yeah,
on.
like,
It's like
Can't be having it.
in soccer terms, right? It's Man United and Man City. Manchester bleeds red, right?
Yeah.
And so Clippers are in the situation of City, and they're literally. It's actually kind of ironic how they're both
Yeah.
kind of rising at the same time out of the
exactly
shadow.
right.
Yeah.
I think Eric Gordon was a bit. I haven't seen him play in a long time because
Yeah.
he played for Rockets.
Well, how long did he stay at the Rockets for? So long.
And he's such a good shooter.
It was pretty much like a
I don't know
tenure.
how he plays in defense. That's something I have no clue about.
well,
but,
you don't get to see him play defense on the Rockets because you've never seen the Rockets play defense.
and that's exactly very
on a
true.
team that's not trying to do it.
Also, sorry, with this Clippers team, they got Bones Highland as well.
Yeah,
That
huge.
was a nice pickup.
And Mason Plumlee.
Actually,
That's
I
another.
really
that
like Bones.
that is a deep team.
I like
Oh,
Bones.
like I said, I really like the team. It's just
Clippers was probably the best team after the off-season, like the trade deadline.
Oh,
They made
100%.
some of the best moves.
100%.
Yeah, but with the Eric Gordon thing, the reason why he was like at Houston is that was that Chris Paul and James Harden time when everyone just got fat contracts.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then like, oh, what's his name? Oh, what?
Josh Papali is injured.
Your fantasy's in the bin.
I'm playing against you, so I should be alright for a week.
If you lose to me, sidebar. We've got an NRL fantasy. I don't know anything about this sport, but
Second podcast coming out.
If you lose to me, you're gonna cop it. Voice memo at 7 a.m. Voice memo as the game's happening. But more importantly, we should actually talk more about the team that won, the Kings.
Yeah. Yes.
All the chat about the Clippers. That Kings team.
It's pretty.
Mike Brown, the coach.
Yeah, no.
Good. Who do we have for coach of the year, Chris?
We both had Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah,
and
I still stand by. That's not a bad shout.
He's probably clean favourite at the moment.
Yeah, well, him and Mike Brown. It's one of them.
Mike Brown was my second.
Yeah.
He was my runner-up.
Who did I have second? See if you've got it there. Because we both said Joe Mazzulla at the Celtics would do well. And that's the age. They haven't dropped anything. You know what I mean? This isn't the other Celtics coach, Will. He's gone. But yeah, I think when you look at it, we go, okay. Then you look at Mike Brown, the Sacramento team. They're a good team.
And it's
I don't have yours.
That's all good.
Because someone I forgot his name right now. It's the point guard. I can't think of
Fox.
Fox, holy shit. Darren Fox, he's meant to be this guy that's been so hyped on for so long. And I still think he's not 100% there yet, but he's getting there. And I think that's really impressive. He's playing some good ball, but he's got some good teammates around him. And he's got some good young
successful
talent around there.
in the situation he's in.
That's exactly
his style of play is just pace.
Well, he's
the
a rim.
quickest.
Yeah, exactly. He's he wants to go to the rim. He's not trying to look for that open shot threes. He's trying to attack the rim. And players like that are gonna find people if they've got good players on their team.
I don't want to say it, but like a 2016 Russell Westbrook, where it was
definitely not like that.
No,
But I get what you're saying.
That sort of thing. The raw athleticism.
The
pace. He's the quickest player in the NBA.
That's exactly right.
You got the pace, the raw athleticism, and the attack on the rim.
But he's got good players around him, and that's what makes a difference.
Westbrook was still stronger though.
Yeah, Westbrook was that amplified, but just not as quick in the feet.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think this Kings team is a good young team.
And that's the best part about it. They're so fucking
De'Aaron Fox is averaging 25.4 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 6.3 assists.
Yeah.
But the most interesting part is 60% true shooting.
Yeah.
Which is
it's a great
your free throws, your three-pointer.
What is he shooting from three anyway?
From three?
I'm going to say 37%.
In the last 5 games?
No,
40,
one whole season.
Yeah,
40, in the last 3 games, 45%.
Yeah, that's
which is incredible.
That's really
whole
good.
season?
Whole season, 33%, which is still
that's
league.
Good.
It's better than league average is around 30%.
No, that's good. That's a good percentage.
So he doesn't attempt the most threes in the league, which you wouldn't expect from a guy like that.
Because he's, like I said, he's just trying to attack that rim. Because as soon as he does that and establishes himself, that's as soon as when other teammates get involved.
And as soon as he penetrates that defense, you've got on the left Keegan Murray, on the right Herder, behind him Sabonis, to his left who else, like Harrison Barnes or Malik Monk. Perfect options to kick out to.
Sabonis though, massive.
100%.
Massive pickup for them.
Oh, definitely.
He is leading leading the whole league in rebounds per game.
Yeah, and he's
a menace. He's a menace.
He's not that big either. Well, how tall is he? He's not that big.
It's hustle plays.
I'm pretty sure he's 7 or 6'11".
I thought he was 6'11". Yeah, which is not that big. We're looking at the league, which is mostly 7-footers now.
Yeah.
For getting rebounds at 6'11" is very impressive.
He's a
hustler.
He's a hustle player.
And he's doing the extra little things.
12 and a half a game.
But the problem is he likes to fight for rebounds really hard. Sometimes he gets silly fouls, and you're like,
I'd prefer that than someone that's not going to try hard enough. And
then also with that, just a size difference. He's got to fight a bit more.
Yeah.
Against like some Embiid and stuff. You've got to put in.
Yeah,
exactly
you saw when PJ Tucker was playing center, he gets silly fouls because he's fighting bigger guys, and it's the same thing. Doesn't matter if you're only a few inches shorter. Right. It's the same thing.
I felt we used the moment of a push up for a 6'5" PJ Tucker at center.
Oh,
I mean, how
that was so
the start
mean.
Of small ball.
Yeah, that was the meanest thing the Rockets could have ever done.
Him winning a ring with the Bucks, that made me happy to see.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's one of those guys who put in time.
I like him. Yeah, I like he's a good player.
Time, always played under. Like imagine him, and you're like, that's like me going against someone who's like 5'6" and saying, "Yeah, mark me in the post."
But it's the same. We really Charles Barkley's the same shit.
Yeah.
An undersized big, got lots of weight on him.
Yeah.
But man, that man would fucking rebound the ball like crazy. It's all hustle. And it's the same thing with Sabonis. Like Sabonis will make those plays. Like grabbing a rebound sometimes can be so exhilarating for a team, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, we're on." Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's those hustle plays that make you so hyped up, which make other players around you better.
Well, how happy were you when your center would get an offensive rebound?
Yeah,
Mate,
exactly.
When you see them fighting for that, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and then you watch your team, like when you're watching in the NBA, and your center's full fighting over another center to get this ball, mate,
Yeah, exactly.
you're there like,
especially
good
in those
job.
clutch moments as well, like stuff like that is such huge.
But there's a lot of times when, like, some players, if they're the main go-to, like say Embiid, right? So he's pretty much their main go-to scorer.
Definitely.
He can't be fighting as much as he would want to because fighting for a rebound is exhausting.
100%.
Like you can get gas just trying to box someone out.
Exactly right.
So obviously these guys are.
I mean, I
fit
get
and
gas
everything.
playing horse on a good day.
I mean, we were talking about our heart rates, and like I go for a light jog, and I'm at 190 beats per second. Like it's insane.
Oh man,
My resting heart rate's about 60.
yeah.
I sent Joe. I sent Joe yesterday
It worried me.
a photo of what zones I was at while playing pickup basketball, and Joe goes to me, "You're only meant to be in that zone for 2 minutes."
Yeah, it's meant to be like.
I spent. I'll show you.
You're meant to, for reference, zone
I spent
5.
almost 28 minutes in zone 5.
And for reference, recommended about 3 to 8 minutes.
You're working too hard, Bill.
Look how far I jump all the other zones. I'm like 0 or 100.
Wow.
Right now, as we're recording, 1 beer in, let me get my heart rate for you all. Just out of curiosity, 67 is my resting heart rate at the moment as I'm sitting here.
That's probably elevated as well because you're excited.
Yeah, because I'm animated, talking and drinking. Exactly. 1 beer, right off.
Send him off.
My current is 96.
96. Yeah, mine's is 67.
He goes to me and is like, "Oh, I have to try hard to get my heartbeat 130 while I'm running." I was like, "What do you mean you have to try?"
Yeah, when I was on the bike, I got a photo. I did 20k on Friday, and it was 128.
That's pretty good.
My
do a lot of
walking
cardio.
is 110.
Yeah. I do a lot of cardio. Like last week, I did 40k on the bike, 20k running.
Watch me walk upstairs, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'll film myself and I'll put it on the 3-peat story.
I look forward to it.
And I will tell you what my heart rate is just from walking upstairs.
But it's because
Repeat cardio fucking podcast right now.
hi boys, welcome to my 5k PB.
Yeah, this is my heart rate right now.
If you guys want to come, but I just say, go on. It's because I do a lot of running and cycling. It comes with it. But speaking of good things,
Joe's fitness podcast question mark.
I'm done. I can't say as I'm having a beer. I'm going for a run when I get home as well.
Quickly before we do
that
jump
shit.
topics, while we were on the small ball, who do you think has the smallest lineup in the NBA
Smallest lineup in it.
right now?
Playing the smallest lineup?
Right now, no, just team average by heights, smallest lineup.
Shit, I actually have no clue.
Rockets.
No,
Nope.
Sengun. And Jabari Smith Jr. He's 6'10".
Is it a low team or a high team?
Mid
Golden
pack.
State. Golden
No.
State. Oh, fuck.
Middle of the pack.
Thought I had that shit.
Golden State.
They play some pretty small ball, man.
Let me just have a look at the league.
Right now, I'll tell you because there's no place.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
tell us,
I'm
tell
going to
us.
guess.
No.
Give me just
Joe,
Say it off.
Joe,
Say no.
I
Give me-
got 5 seconds.
give me- try
Count
with-
me down.
No,
4,
Eastern
Three,
team, East on the
three,
East. We'll work you down.
2,
1.
Heat.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, that's right. Pressure is fine, baby.
Look at your phone, mate.
Look what I looked at. That's all. That's all.
Average
Suck
height
it.
of 6'5".
That's so tall.
So who's on their starting lineup?
It will be
Lowry.
Yep.
Oh, he's
tall's Larry?
Bam is only 6'10".
Yeah, I know Bam's small. Yeah.
Larry's like 6'2",
Who
6'3".
6'2".
plays power forward for them?
It's Caleb Martin, but currently, like after literally one game of Kevin Love.
Yeah.
So that probably will adjust
Yeah.
because he is on the
You
taller
got
side.
Jimmy's like what 6'6", 6'7"?
Yep.
And then who else?
Tyler
Tyler
Hero.
Hero's like what 6'2".
I think he's like 6'3".
Nikola Jovic, who I'm waiting for his Miami fucking
he-
come. He's 6'10".
He's chilling in the G League. He's fine.
He's 6'10".
He's just still a waiter. You're gonna have to be waiting a while.
Yeah, one of those ones though. It'll
He
age.
might
will.
actually blossom to
Yeah,
a
he
really
will.
good player, but
He will.
you're a bit confident. I'm a Heat
Once
fan,
your
and you're
once
very
your
confident.
Miami team realizes, all right, Kyle Lowry, it's time to go.
I don't think he's taking Larry's spot.
No, but what I'm expecting is at a certain point, this Miami Heat team's going to go, okay.
I trade him and Larry.
No, they'll go, okay. We've got Tyler Hero, who's awesome. He's electric. We've got Bam Adebayo, who's electric. And the nicest respect, eventually contract-wise, they won't be able to afford what Jimmy Butler wants or what they commit to Jimmy Butler. Like we've said, some of these long-term
Jimmy's
contracts.
getting traded.
Yeah. You know how like the long-term, you talk about like forward paying them, they'll go, well, Jimmy wants like 35 million going upwards to like 50 million in 5 years' time. We can't commit that to him.
That's the problem.
So that's when I expect he'll go. They'll get youth back for him, a lot of draft picks. Nikola Jovic comes in and then they run like a Tyler Hero, bam, Nikola Jovic.
This is why we should have been front loading him, honestly. Should have paid him big up front.
Contracts are always concerning because the league is always changing the salary cap itself. Yeah. But the biggest issue with that is when we are paying him 55 mil, he's 38 years old.
Yeah, that's
where are you going to move him?
And that's my thing is I expect eventually your team is going to go.
If we don't move him in the next year or two, we're losing value on him.
Yeah.
And as much as Pat Riley likes him, Pat Riley's the godfather of basketball.
Wait, is he going to be earning more than LeBron?
At a certain point, he'll be. At a certain point, all these contracts, like Dame's getting 60.
So many players earn more than LeBron, and it frustrates me.
So that's my thing is Pat Riley, that guy knows basketball better than most men on this planet.
Yeah, but he can't fucking stay awake for a trade.
That's okay. But he's literally gonna go. No. Like, sorry, Jimmy. Like, I can't give you what you want without fucking over my team's future for the next 5 years. And Jimmy Butler will go, yeah, it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? Because it's not like Pat Riley's gonna be behind his back. He's gonna be very honest and go, hey.
Well, at the very basis of basketball is business.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Business is business. Nothing personal. Business is business.
That's my expectations is when that Miami team will turn good. Now, speaking of turning good, my New York Knicks.
Just quickly, the exact number is 52 mil. It's a player option.
Oh.
And then when's this?
This is in 2025, 2026.
Yeah. Once that's done.
But before that, we have no choice but to pay him 48.
Yeah.
So you're telling me we either trade him this season or he locks himself in?
He's taking that 52 million.
Next year we have to pay him 45, then 48.
Yeah. Which is the man is happy as fuck.
Yeah,
which is 35% of our entire cap.
He's already got a chip. Man's just relaxing,
Jimmy
getting paid. Jimmy Butler. We're talking about Kyle Lowry. I was like,
no.
Like, shit, man's happy as hell.
If you pay Larry 52 mil, the team's in trouble.
Yeah, and that's why, like, Nikola Jovic, he's 19. He's 19, 6'10", can play the point forward. He's good. He's one where Pat Riley goes, you're our backup. We've got you on the shelf waiting. But
he gets traded in a package to get something back.
Yeah. Probably.
We don't use him.
To get rid of someone like a Kyle Lowry, I wouldn't be surprised.
Miami's known they never bring their guys out rookie season.
Yeah.
It's always their sophomore season that we actually get to see them play properly.
Yeah.
So by next year, we might see something. Until then, he's chilling.
Did you know that the Heatles had Pat Beverley as a rookie? Fun fact.
No,
I did see that somewhere, but I thought
they got rid of him.
Fact.
Yeah. He then played in Ukraine.
I love it. Oh.
Yeah. I want to talk about my Knicks before I get boycotted one more time.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's
Can we just previously we mentioned college teammates. The Knicks put Jalen Brunson with Josh Hart. College teammates in Villanova.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Knicks basketball.
Mikal 2 minutes away.
Improvement straight away.
You know, when Mikal Bridges got traded, I was watching an interview he did. You know, he got traded to the Nets with I think like an hour or two to go in the trade deadline. I think 3 or 4 teams tried to get him from Brooklyn in that time period.
Wow.
They sent multiple like first round picks to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn went, no. Because I was watching the JJ Redick podcast with Mikal Bridges on it.
Yeah.
And Mikal Bridges was like, for me? He was like,
super hyped. Every interview he's done since has just been like, you traded KD. Like, I can't complain.
His favorite player.
Yeah, can't complain. If the trade is me for KD, of course you want KD.
I think he's just realizing how good he's respected amongst the league.
Exactly. And that's only going to increase his confidence, and confidence leads to.
Plus, he's getting up more shots.
How old is he?
I'd imagine like
he's
25.
26.
Yeah.
Which is a good time to be confident. Like,
wait till he hits like his Randall era of prime, and he's gonna have a good time.
Whose era?
Sorry,
whose era of prime?
Randall era, like
Julius. I don't want to. I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm not giving a Julius Randle prime era any shout out.
He's having a prime era right now.
He's playing well, man.
All I'm saying, I'll say 2 words.
Some people are late bloomers, man.
3-point contest champion.
No. That's forward.
Oh, sorry. Too many words. Sorry.
My only thing, and there's a certain individual with lollipop hair. There's a reason why I don't get my hopes up for these New York Knicks, and it's Trae Young. I have watched the Knicks go to the playoffs, and I've gone, wow, we might go quite decent this season. And then a balding Trae Young. I know, ironic of me to mention balding, but I watched Trae Young just kill it at the Garden, and that's what scares me, man.
It is playoff experience is the big thing.
It is.
It just scares me. I look at this Knicks team and I go, we play hard.
Yeah.
We play good basketball. Defense, very good. No one's really selfish. It's good team basketball.
Well, have you seen, right? So the coach has decided that this is why Quickly's getting more minutes.
Yeah.
Quickly needs more time on the court to shoot better. He's a shooter.
Yeah.
Shooters shoot better when they have the ball more in their hands.
Yeah.
And now, because of he's changed the rotation minutes, now he's gained more opportunity, and all of a sudden he's in the talks with six men.
Yeah.
Like.
And the reason why that is Tom Thibodeau, he's a defensive-minded coach for defense first.
Yeah.
And if you can play the defensive end, he'll let you. But it takes a while for him to warm up to players. And fair enough. He's like, okay, but if the playoff started today, we'd have the Nets in the first round, which we'd beat. But we know they're not going to be there. We know they're not going to be there.
More than likely, you're playing Hawks or Miami.
Yeah.
That's your best option.
But playoff basketball is so different, man.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Jimmy Butler playoffs.
Because we're talking about teams that are like playing against each other consistently.
Game plans go out the window.
And that's exactly. And this is where coaching becomes a huge thing.
Yeah.
Becomes game plans, becomes understanding, okay, this is what they run.
Yeah.
Let's counteract that.
Yeah.
Or, stuff like that just doesn't get put into perspective until you get there.
Yeah.
So, like, a Knicks team could look so good in, like, the season, but then as soon as they get to the playoffs, it could be like, who the fuck is this team?
Yeah. And that's what worries me. That's why I don't want to get too confident, because I've been high. I've been the highest of highs. I've been the lowest of lows of a Knicks fan. Do I enjoy just putting on a Knicks game and know I'm getting a good quality basketball game? Win or lose, they try hard every night. On top of that, they also put up a good fight.
100%.
If they lose, I'm not seeing them get blown out much this season.
No,
I've seen it being an honest game where I've gone, fuck, we're actually not bad. Not going to win it. We're not going to win the title. I'm not here to say we're going to go to the finals. No. Just give me an honest representation in the playoffs, and I'll go, wow, that's a good season.
Well, you should be pretty happy as well, considering the young core is actually starting to perform.
That's exactly right.
Have you seen how many draft picks we've got over the next few years to trade as well?
I know.
I wouldn't be too excited about that.
You guys are a solid one move from being top contender.
We're sitting on a war chest.
Like you look. To be fair, you have been at the bottom for a long time.
Yeah.
It's time for that improvement.
I don't want to slander us. I think we've done it all right.
Definitely.
No.
How do we finish last season?
What I mean is, you missed playoffs last season.
Last season we finished 11th.
So coming into this season, you're making playoffs.
Yeah, 2020-21, we finished 4th.
Nice.
Which is where the Trey Young bounces. 2019,
but
12th. It's like up, down, up, down.
That's what I mean. But prior, probably injuries occurred.
Yeah.
But prior to that, right, it was always struggling to make those the cut. What do you call it? The cutoff.
Trying to right the wrongs of the ship prior, right? You've got the likes of a Joakim Noah contract. We don't want to mention it. We don't want to mention it, you know what I mean? Big Melo contract. There was the 2012-2013 Knicks called Knicks Tape Team. Great. J.R. Smith, Shumpert, Melo. That was a good team. That's an awesome team.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to shout out my Knicks because I'm proud.
No, but I think even someone like Julius Randle, like, becoming an all-star.
Yeah.
Like I know these guys don't lack confidence, but, like,
it's massive.
Man, that's
it's
huge.
Massive.
Yeah. And, like, hopefully for him, it's just going to be another, like, thing like, fuck yeah, I'm the man.
It's validation.
That's exactly right. I'm going to ball the fuck out for the rest of the season. I'm going to really try and get this team where it needs to be.
Maybe his son will actually smile at him when he shoots a shot.
His son's so good. But you've got you've got Jalen Brunson, who didn't get an all-star. Chip on the shoulder.
100%. No, I agree.
I look at Dallas.
He's playing so fucking well, man.
Dallas must be kicking themselves.
Because I heard some stat of him scoring 40 points a game and being like some stupid, like, I think he's breaking, maybe not records, but breaking a record by scoring consecutive 40 points games. Like, he's doing really well. And for a guy that I'm sure no one was on their radar.
I watched
he was on Nick's radar.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone fucking was. The whole league was. But like, I watched an
It'd
interview.
be tough not to be. Yeah, exactly right.
And he said, like, before last season, Dallas offered him a contract. He said, no, I'm betting on myself. His dad's one of his best advisors and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And he was like, I'm betting on myself. His dad now coaches as an assistant coach at the Knicks. The Knicks is like a Brunson family tree. We've gone into this before. But it's a good team. And now they've got Josh Hart there.
Oh, and Josh Hart's a good player, man.
Yeah. They'll probably go for Mikal Bridges again. I'm pretty sure they were one of the 4 teams that went for
I
him.
hope they do. I actually be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and they've got a war chest. The only thing is they turned down the Donovan Mitchell trade because they're like, we're not giving you like 7 draft picks plus our young guys.
I don't think that's a good decision anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, yeah, exactly. It was a good decision. It would have fucked you guys over.
Fucked our future.
I feel like the picks you could have gone without.
Yeah.
It's the young guys.
It's the young guys as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
that's exactly right.
if they didn't want the young guys, but they wanted the extra picks, go for it. You got that many of them.
As we all know, it takes a few years for these young guys to really
exactly right.
take ride, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much I would give up. Like, I wouldn't give away on the Miami team to bring in Donovan.
Yeah.
Like, I'd pretty much throw everything with it, except the guys you want to pair him with.
Yeah. The only thing is, as a Knicks team, we've gone so many years of fucking dumb decisions, dumb shit. They've just gone, fuck it, we're just going to hold tight.
Yeah.
Let's not jump into this, because Donovan Mitchell's a great player. He's electric. If he played in the New York every fucking second game, it'd be sick. But in doing so, we fuck off the past 3 years.
You're not going to play winning basketball. You're just going to play exciting basketball.
But it's like 3 years of work of resetting the franchise.
Because you've got an all-star.
Yeah.
Like anyone has an all-star. It's like, fuck yeah.
Done. Now, what else do we have?
I think that might have been it.
That might have been it.
I think that was a perfect run through.
Now, we're going to go...
What's your favourite fucking crossover move, baby?
Allen Iverson. My favourite one ever is Allen Iverson on Tyronn Lue, and that should be everyone's favourite crossover.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's pretty tough. What about even Allen Iverson crossing over Michael Jordan's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, look, to be fair, just...
Come on, Michael Jordan's a great defender, man.
Yeah, but I just appreciate the photo.
I agree.
I appreciate the photo.
I agree. No, I completely agree.
This is probably another off choice, but anything Kyrie Irving does.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. That man is a
he's just a
bucket.
wizard.
Anything, watching him play, there's not one game I'm like, holy shit.
Nah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch him play and I'll be like, did he fucking make that shot?
Yeah.
And they're jogging back, they're inbounding the ball. I'm like, oh my God, he made that shot.
100%.
If you search up best NBA crossovers, it's just AI.
Quick.
That's all it is.
Quick 2-minute chat. Do we reckon Kyrie Irving's a good trade?
No. I've said it before.
Quick 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
Dallas going to lose him.
He's going to the Lakers in the offseason.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But right now,
Whose Siri was talking to me?
Maybe that was mine.
I don't have Siri.
That's mine.
Now it's mine. Now it's mine because you start saying it.
Sorry, audience. Sorry.
I don't think it is, because I think realistically he's going to go elsewhere. The reason being,
No. I don't want to hear that, because I agree.
This season?
This season only. We're not talking about long term.
But that's the whole thing. The whole contract trade for it. If he stays, awesome. If he doesn't, waste.
Yeah, but do you think, from what I think, and I really like this, is it actually looks really good with Luka having a second star on the team. And I've actually been quite impressed, because I didn't think it would be that good. So, that's one thing that I kind of like, because I was like, holy shit, Luka looks good with a second star on his team.
On that, I said, I think our very first episode...
You got a minute left, so be quick.
Okay, summarise it. I've long said Luka needs his 1B. Jason Tatum has Jaylen Brown. Who does Luka have?
Yeah, no one. That's exactly
no one that he trusts. He had Brunson. He didn't trust him enough.
Trust him hard enough, yeah.
He has Kyrie Irving. He looks and goes, that's a champion. He hit the big time shot in the finals. I trust him.
No, there's
the ball.
He has respect for Irving. He didn't have respect for Brunson at the time.
Yeah, I think having a teammate like him is a big thing, and I think it'd be really sad, obviously, to lose him, and I think he will. But having a teammate like that, would be really good for Luka, and I think
he'll learn a lot. Kyrie's great.
I think it's a good trade in the moment if we're talking long term.
Yeah. Mark Cuban's another. Mark Cuban's an owner that goes, fuck it, chips all in. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a very
That's your minute. That's pretty good. I just wanted a quick chat, because I feel like we haven't talked about it, and I think it was worth talking about.
I'm done. Now, should we move on to our draft?
For sure.
Right, down to the draft.
So this week we are going to draft our favourite TV show characters. Now, we spun the wheel, so the order is going to go...
Hold on. Everyone will be happy to know the first pick goes to Will.
Well, then it's going to go to me, off to Jake.
People's champion.
Off to Jake, and then to wrap it up with Joe. We're going to snake it, 5 picks. I've already written down Will's first, because it's a no-brainer.
I swear to God, you pick some weird shit. I'm off this podcast forever.
I just want to on the note that I've not written any preparation for this.
That's your problem, not ours.
Shut up, mate. This is an obvious pick, and if you don't agree with me,
here we go. It's going wrong.
Michael Scott.
Tell
me it right.
Tell me. You know what? Jakey, hit the track.
Thank you.
Hit the clap track.
That's not it either.
Sorry.
No, don't spam him. Don't spam him.
Turn it up.
That's it.
Great work, Will. That was impressive.
Where's the fucking...
Michael Scott's off the list. Good stuff.
Okay, I need to write these down, actually. Hold on, just so I can...
Oh, this is a tough second. I'm actually kind of interested.
You're glad you're not second, or you wish you were?
Nah, I do wish I was, but I'm interested.
Okay. All right. With pick 2, Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, that can have a applause.
I felt like...
Deserves.
No.
I knew it wouldn't come back to round 2 to get it.
I agree.
had to take
It was gone. If you left
It
it, I'm taking
it
it.
had to be played. It had to be played. It had to be played.
Okay.
Jeff, pick 3.
Playing a fucking big media guy right now, Walter White.
Oh.
You know
Nah,
what?
you know what? That's not. I wouldn't put him in
Jakey?
my top 5. I disagree.
Shut the fuck up, Will. I don't want to hear you. You're apparently the loser of this call.
This is great.
I haven't even watched the show.
That's a good pick. I'm happy with that.
With my first pick, I'm taking Thomas Shelby.
You motherfucker.
Like it. It was a bit further down my list.
Wait, hang on. You guys roasted me when I said, oh, yeah, what do you call it? Peaky Blinders is my top 5 TV shows. And now you're saying he's your number one TV character?
We roasted New Girl in your top 5. We said Peaky Blinders was the obvious pick. I'll get the footage up. We said Peaky Blinders. We said, well, if you don't pick them, yeah, Thomas Shelby is my first pick. Now, let me just write that down on my phone so I don't forget.
Oh, mate.
And then, now, the fifth pick, I'm going to take from Suits Harvey Specter.
Oh, good pick.
Ooh. He can have an applause.
I had him a lot further down my list, but that is a good pick. Actually, not that
So
much
am I
further
going
down.
next?
So it's back to you, Jakey.
This is a tough pick because I could go back with the Office scene. I feel like that's a good scene. But I'll change it up because we've already got the number 1 pick off the Office scene, so I don't want to double that back
I
up.
feel if you double, you could get it later.
I agree. I'm going to go with Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory.
Did you just look up my list or some shit?
Man, I've got this shit right on here right now.
That's a good
You
pick,
can, have,
Jakey.
you can have an applause for that. You can have an applause.
I'm here all night, baby.
That's a great
Chris.
pick. He was definitely next to go, but the one that I did have above was Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
I had him late. draft. Jon Snow. Yeah,
That's a good shout.
He's a toppy. He's a toppy. I'll give you that. All right, here we go.
He's a sloppy dobby.
Ooh, wow. All right. So back to New Girl.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No one's going to pick a New Girl. You can pick that last.
I do have a New Girl character.
If you don't pick, if it's not Nick from New Girl, get out. Who is it?
I'm torn now because it's between two.
Here we go. Oh, no. Will.
Schmidt from New Girl.
Schmidt.
Good pick.
Schmidt.
Good pick. I had him at
Schmidt.
pick 19.
Schmidt.
You
That's
fucked
good.
that one
Wait,
up.
Jon Snow's my last pick.
Well, good
Well, you
news.
fucked that one up then.
Well, Jon Snow's your last pick.
Yeah, he was my last pick until I added 2
That's
more.
rough.
Okay, that's
I'm
all
doing
right.
my self applause.
You get another. You get
No,
another.
you get one of these ones, mate.
Crickets.
You get another pick.
Yeah, don't you turn that shit down. I saw that.
Quick reaction time.
You get another pick. So that's good news. You get
Oh,
another
I
one.
get to go again.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Snaking. Back and forth.
Wow.
Wait, you went?
No. So it went Will, me, you, Joe, back to you, me, Will twice.
Oh, righto.
So second pick, and then it comes back to me.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna go straight for like an OG character that most people have grown up with. TV show still running. I think it's plus 20 seasons.
If this is
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
That's a good pickup. I would have picked it up later.
It's respectable. Could have been Wade. Did have him further down the list.
Yeah. I feel like
okay.
when you hear the next few, you're gonna go, "Fuck."
Probably. That's me every week though.
Go, Chris.
Well, with mine, I didn't actually think it would last this long. One of the best TV shows going around. 11. Strange Things.
Oh.
Nah, I wasn't actually a fan. She makes me cringe.
Still a phenomenal
No,
character.
there's another character on that show that I rate more.
Oh, Will, the gay kid.
What gay kid?
Am I what?
Why are we
Yeah,
laughing
you're
at a
up.
gay kid? Joe, you have something to say.
No, because he got the
Why are
same
we
name
laughing
as
at
you.
gay kids, bro?
He's got the same name as
What?
you.
Smarter guy weaker, man. Just
Yeah,
kind of
Joe.
relax.
Be an ally.
Pride Month. Settle down.
Just be a bit careful what you're going to say.
For reference.
Yeah, 100%. Turn that shit off.
Okay, Jakey, go.
I didn't think I'd actually pick him up this late in the draft. I thought he'd go earlier. And I know we've already talked about The Office, but I need to pick him up. Is Dwight Schrute, man. That man is the
Yeah.
king.
Nice.
The king of fucking The Office.
I thought
Is
you got
just under. Just under.
I thought I was going to get roasted for picking 2 Office players.
No, if you had them back to back, I would have actually preferred
No,
it.
he was actually my 1 and 2.
Oh,
Michael
this
Scott
makes
and
it
Dwight were
easy.
my 1 and 2. But I was worried I was going to get even more roasted.
Now, my next 2 picks can be great. And my next one is Jake Peralta.
Oh,
That was my next.
my God, I
Jake
forgot.
Paul- I actually
I
forgot
told
about
you.
that
I
too.
forgot about that
told you.
show. How
That
did-
was
now,
my next.
I've
That's a great
rewatched
pick.
that show so many times. How did I forget
Yep.
about that show? Oh,
To
my
follow Jake
goodness.
Peralta up, I'm going to pick Homelander from The Boys.
Nice pick.
If you haven't watched that show, that is probably one of the most enjoyable TV characters.
I wouldn't say he's enjoyable.
No, but just the sheer level of villain that he is, he makes that show.
He's dark. That's the best way to say it. He's just dark.
But he's everything you'd want him
and weird.
to be. It's
dark
great.
and weird.
It's great. I do think you losing Jake Peralta was the one where I said,
that was the one that
if
actually
it
hurt
falls
me.
to me, you're going to be hurt with it.
Yeah, that was actually the one that
Good
hurt
news
me.
is, Jakey, back to you.
Controversial pick. Just depends on what show you watch, but I think we'll keep it with the topic that we're on. Since Joe picked Jake Peralta, I got to pick. I've actually forgot his name. Raymond Holt. Shit.
Raymond.
Sorry, I had to. Just
like
because
Raymond.
we're on that topic, I think I should probably follow that.
I
Nice,
like Raymond.
nice.
I like
I
Raymond.
like that. It does leave me the second Game of Thrones stars in Khaleesi.
Oh,
So
that was
I'm quite happy with that.
that was my next one. Oh, you went back to back Game of Thrones.
No, I had Jon Snow 11 Khaleesi.
Oh, there you go. All right, fair play, fair play. Oh, was it me?
Yeah.
now?
Yep.
Oh, I was wondering where we had a little pause. Oh no, I'm not ready. Ooh. Well, due to
These are your
earlier,
last two picks as well.
due to earlier discussions, I have to remove a player that I would like to keep.
Who's that?
You wanted Jordan Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson.
Apparently, Jeremy Clarkson doesn't count as a TV character.
Fuck that shit. No one wants that shit, homeboy.
bro.
You're so white.
Bro, Clarkson's Farm is one of the most enjoyable shows I've ever watched, other than
But
Top
where
Gear.
does he fit on this list?
No, you're
He's
right.
not a
You're right.
character.
He's not a character. He's a character in himself, but he's not a character. All right.
Final two picks, Will.
Oh, I have to go back to back as
Yeah,
well.
and if this is it. You're done.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
This is tough.
The flop's coming because it hasn't
flop's
yet.
No, I agree. I can see the hand. It's not very
He's twitching.
Oh,
He's twitching.
shit. Okay. All right.
Pick wisely, big man. Pick
Joey
wise-
from Friends.
Joey from Friends.
That's
good.
good.
Joey
pick.
from Friends.
I'm
Joey
surprised he
Tribbiani.
went that late, but he's good.
Oh, Joey, man, he's probably one of the OGs from that show. Honestly, like he's probably carries that show half the time. And then my final pick, just to spread the field a little bit, I'm going to go Penny from Big Bang Theory.
Okay, that's just because you thought she was hot the whole of high school.
Oh, that's
I mean, it's okay. It's alright.
I
feel like there's better TV show.
I had to spread the field, you know. I had a male dominant
needed a
field.
female.
I had a
Definitely
male
did.
dominant field. I needed to spread it.
Really represent your Instagram feed. That's all I can say.
Oh, that is great.
I feel like there's no recovery from that. So, Chris, over to you for your final pick.
No, thank you. You all know, baby. Bella Vista, you know where I'm at.
I don't think my last pick's going to hit at all, but it's just a character that I really do like. I'm going to take Abed from Community.
That's
Only
tough.
only real
I
ones
thought
would
about
know.
that. I did
Yeah.
think about that.
He's one of my all-time favorite
Only-
characters.
only real
I just
ones
had to
would know.
take him.
Nah, I agree.
In pick 5, I had a few other options, but he just sits there. I'm taking him.
That's fair. Real ones will know.
I feel like I'm going to take an iconic piece right now. I feel like it's intergenerational for all of us. I did think about this. I was going to go with one of my boys. He was a dog, but I'm going to go with someone else. Ash Ketchum.
Oh, shit. Oh, Ash
Ash
Ketchum.
Ketchum.
Oh,
Let me say it one more time. Ash Ketchum.
that is strong.
How did we forget about Pokemon?
Okay, so I've got the final pick.
Joe, if you don't say Harry Potter right now.
Yeah. Hold on.
Where is it a TV show?
Oh, you're right. It's
You
not a TV
flopped.
show.
He's off the fucking TV show. Off the podcast, sorry.
Now it's tricky.
My bad.
There's a few angles because it's the final pick, so you can't do anything. You've got the likes. So I'm just looking up here for inspiration, like Better Call Saul.
I thought you were
that's a good
picking this
shout.
off your head, mate. You're looking at your phone. I can see.
Cheating,
Yeah,
mate.
no.
Cheating.
What do you mean cheat? You've got a whole list.
Yeah. These are off my head.
From when?
Today.
Yeah, so I can't do this. It's just the names of shows. But I'm going to go with my favourite character, one of my favourite, Sherlock Holmes, played by Benedict
Great
Cumberbatch.
pick.
Actually, I've never watched
It
it.
was
I've
on
never
my
watched
list.
it, but apparently I
Honestly, I'd say each episode, every season has 3 episodes, but every episode's an hour 30. It's pretty much like a movie you're watching.
Oh, shit. An hour 30 an episode.
But I'm telling you, one of the greatest pieces, you've got Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman from The Hobbit.
Right.
Together, great show, great character. Probably one of the most, still the ones that I will hope there's more to come from. Now,
These are our top 5.
let's just have a look.
Who do we, just out of the 4 of us, prior to letting people vote online, who do we think actually won that vote, that draft?
big time Jeff on the right. Oh, we're saying left corner. I said that one.
Chris, you got the full breakdowns. What do you think?
It's actually tough for once. I do think this is closer than we do think.
So Will didn't flop.
Will's definitely flopped.
Okay. I'm just going to put it right now. The clapping track has a limit of 3 times the podcast.
Agreed.
Two max.
It's done.
And there's only once during the draft. I don't think it deserves multiple.
100%.
Every pick's like, wow, that's a good pick. It's the first 5
Oh,
picks.
come on. That's just...
Yeah, it's fucked. Chris, can we just have a look? Who do we have?
So
I think I didn't do too bad there.
I think everyone's done pretty well. I'll run through everyone's.
Yeah.
So Will's pick 1, Michael Scott, then Schmidt,
That's a good pick.
Good.
Homer Simpson, Joey Tribbiani, then Penny.
Nice.
Good pick, rounds it out. No issues
I
there.
actually think it's a brilliant draft.
I'll take mine. Barney Stinson, Jon Snow, 11, Daenerys Targaryen, then Abed.
So two teams with a female character in there. Good job.
Jake with Walter White, Sheldon Cooper, Dwight Schrute, Raymond Holt, Ash Ketchum.
Strong.
Then Joey with Tommy Shelby, Harvey Specter, Jake Peralta, Homelander, and then Sherlock Holmes to round it out.
Don't think it rounds it out. That's a lot of white men.
I just want it on the record that Will's only female that he put in there is the one he had the biggest crush on.
But am I wrong?
I swear I saw it on his 6 Instagram screen. I can't
Jake-
speak. You know
Jakey,
what?
It was
That
7.
was not worth it.
Jake, it was 7.
I do think Jake might have my favourite out of all of them. I like pick 1 being Barney Stinson for me, but
I agree. I
Considering
really wanted that
he
shit.
had to be a pick 1, otherwise he was being taken.
With Michael and Barney off the list, Jake hasn't made a mistake in the rest of his picks. Everything in that order,
Yeah.
he's
Wrap it
taken
up.
the next best option.
Wrap it out for me again.
Walter White, Sheldon Cooper, Dwight Schrute, Raymond Holt, and Ash Ketchum.
You know the main reason I like yours?
Ash.
No. It's Raymond. I really enjoy watching Raymond Holt. He's just a character, and once you understand him as a character, it's hilarious.
That shit wasn't even on my list, ain't gonna lie.
You just remember it off Joe's.
Can I just say, for a list here, 20 characters, I don't think there's any list that's really flopped it. So Will,
No, I agree. It was
Well
a
done.
good job.
So
I still think Will
Now,
has
you
the
know,
worst.
this is
this
is a bit of a
no,
run.
I don't hear it.
That's worth it.
Fuck's sake.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was an actual
He doesn't
worth
deserve,
one.
it's still the worst list.
No. What do you? No, it's not.
Look, I would say that my list is a strong list. If we're having a candidates for the worst list, I don't think my list is up there with Tommy
I
Shelby.
think Will still wins 3 for 3 for shit list of the
Oh,
week.
that's just nah.
And
Okay,
I haven't even watched it.
Honestly, between worst lists, it's between you and I. And that's only because I took 2 characters from the same show.
Yeah.
And one that's a Homer pick.
Yeah.
Homer's
But I-
pretty good though.
No, not Homer. Abed.
Oh,
Homer pick, the favourite TV show.
That's a unique.
Wait, so
pick.
is
That's
Arbit,
unique.
if Arbert's your weak part and Homer's mine, that's not very weak.
My weak part is Homelander, which is
Yet
not
again,
a
a
weak.
unique pick. I
Whereas
feel like
Jake doesn't have a weak spot.
So
Yeah.
Which is where I'm saying Jake takes it
if
out.
we're going off that, if us 3 have a weak spot and Jake doesn't,
Oh,
Jake,
yeah.
good job. First week, first win.
But I will
so.
just say, it comes down to, especially with stuff like the community, personal history of watching shows. For Will, we all knew that he held Penny very close to many things.
I feel like it's a
Not
big
his
W
heart.
there.
Huh?
Big
Not
W's
his
in the
heart.
chat.
Yeah, Penny wasn't the closest to his heart.
Big F's in the chat right now.
What?
He's so confused.
How am I
He's like a
still-
deer in headlights.
How am I still getting roasted for Penny? She's a
Will?
great character in
Will?
the show.
Do we need to read it between the lines for you?
We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Do we have any honourable mentions?
Yes, I actually do.
Okay, yeah, I got honorable mention.
we
Six
can-
man, six
No,
man.
no, we'll have
6
2
man.
each. Everyone gets
2 each.
Two
Fuck,
each.
I
two
don't
each,
think I have 2 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Great pick.
What a show.
Go.
That's a
Well,
strong
Will,
pick.
you're first,
I
mate.
All
didn't
right,
want to take a fifth pick.
so my 2 sub-ins.
Jeremy Clarkson.
No. Actually, it's where is it? Alfie Solomons, played by Tom Hardy in
Nice,
Peaky
good shout.
Blinders. He's probably one of my favorite characters ever, but I thought I'd chuck in Homer, which ended up being my weakling. And then my second backup is Red from that 70s show.
Great pick.
Oh, I did have that.
Jake had
That's
red.
nice.
I had red.
Oh,
I did like red.
I
I do
don't-
like
yeah.
red.
So my one that I didn't take was Damon Salvatore from Vampire Diaries.
I'm glad you didn't, because I have
Didn't take
no
it.
clue who the
I
fuck that
hate
is.
Vampire
I
Diaries.
agree.
That's it. I
Fuck
didn't.
Vampire Diaries.
It was a
That-
great
that
show,
saved you
but
from
because
flopping.
because no one watched it, I
If you-
didn't want to take
If
it.
you
Agreed,
pick Vampire
agreed.
Diaries, Tris, I've got a personal vendetta against that show. That will come for its
That's
throat.
what I didn't
You wouldn't hear
take
the
it.
end of it.
Didn't take it. It's not the TV show we're picking with the character. And that character is phenomenal if you do watch the show. The second one that I left was Serena van der Woodsen from Gossip Girl.
Great shout.
Great shout. Blake Lively, she's incredible.
But would I say that the other girl is the hotter one in Gossip Girl?
Yeah, but it's not about the attractiveness.
Talking about best character.
I mean, why is Penny on the list?
No, he's just trying.
That's just because it's Will.
Again, great character.
Yeah, I really love those scenes where she's slow-mo coming out of her door.
Continue.
Next one was Scott McCall, Teen Wolf.
Oh, yeah, Scott McCall.
Never watched it in my life.
Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Wait, Rick was right. I had that idea in the toilet.
Yeah,
I did have. Yeah.
I thought if I went with the Rick, is that a road
That was in my
shout?
backpack, just waiting.
In case I need it.
For me, it was between Arbed and Rick, and I was like, you know what? Rick's the fan favorite, but Arbed sits better with me, so I'll take Arbed.
Yeah,
well, who are you guys?
Who wants to go first, Joe or me?
Fall offs.
Mine, let me have a look at mine. I didn't have any because I didn't write anything down. The only one I wish I was Saul from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
I had that
I
shit.
feel like
that
that's
shit was high.
That's
that
like
was high.
if you've watched any of his stuff,
I agree.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, it's like a slow burner show, but just
that was
what goes into it. Or you could go Jesse Pinkman if you go in the Breaking Bad realm.
Completely.
Great shout. I don't think you can go wrong with
Walter
the Breaking
White
Bad
was
guys.
my fourth pick on my list.
Yeah.
So
when I got to the fourth pick and those three were gone, Tommy Shelby's the right pick.
I had Jon Snow at 3, so I was glad he sat there when I came around.
Yeah.
But between 3 and, say, 7, there's no real wrong option.
definitely.
Who are yours, Jakey?
I did speak to this one about Chris earlier. So about the Spitfire. Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
Great pick.
Very rogue pick. I don't think it'd be a little bit relevant nowadays because there's not many TV shows, but good pick.
Oh, he's a classic.
Definitely so.
And who would you say is your very
My last one's very tough because I don't feel like he gets enough screen time for what it is. But I would say Creed Breton. Anytime he's on the screen is an impact.
Who is this?
Creed Breton.
From the
Office. The old guy in The Office.
Oh, okay.
Anytime he's on the screen.
Yes.
I feel like eventually we'll have another draft where he will fit in.
Definitely.
He's
tough pick because I don't think he's main character enough, but he's definitely a good.
He's probably the most underrated character.
Best
in the
side
show.
character, I reckon.
He doesn't even get side. He's not even enough. But like most underrated character in the show, Creed.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah, easily Creed. Yeah, 100%. But like, I'm surprised no one said Jim. No one a fan for Jim.
I had him on my list, but I just thought I don't think he's as impactful as other people could be.
No, you're right.
Michael and Dwight are much more funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Enjoyable. So it's like once you're not going to take 5 people from one show.
No.
There was just too many other options on the board.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. It's a draft, and you're.
If Dwight didn't go until like the 4th round, maybe you get Jim in there.
Yeah,
but because the 2 of them were taken that early,
I was so thrown because I really wanted Dwight, and I really wanted Barney. I really wanted Tommy.
What about you wanted Sheldon, baby? You wanted Sheldon. I knew that shit would upset you.
You probably saw it. You can see my screen.
Honestly, God. Cannot see.
I know you're colorblind, but it's black and white, so.
You're colorblind, Jakey.
Colorblind, light blind. What do you name it, mate?
Oh, sick.
Oh, well.
Looking like you in 40 years, mate.
To end it there, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll continue it next week. Tune in again.
Give me a sad applause on the way out.
Adios.
F's in the chat.
We want to thank the Bella Vista Podcast Studio for hosting us.
Definitely, actually, yes.
Quick shout out before we go there. This fuckery wouldn't be possible without them, so we appreciate it.
All right, see you next week, guys. See ya.